Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Sins of a Solar Empire. And this episode is mainly going to be me trying to recover from my own fuck up last episode, where I overstayed my welcome in an enemy system full of things that wanted me dead. And somebody has put nearly 5,000 bounty on me because I did wear my bounty out attacking these guys, because like I said, bounty is not exclusive to pirates. Anyone can claim it. See, we've got our trade drones flying around everywhere.
Knowledge acquired.
And there is something I want to hear from Harmony.
Our fleet has arrived.
And I don't seem to be able to find it. Is that it? No. It'll be in materialism somewhere.
Moving into phase space.
I'm not sure if the Advent actually have them. We'll have some extra Temple of Communion. So, what I was trying to do there was find the refinery. Polaria, didn't I rename this ship after somebody? I'm sure I did. Well, we'll see who else turns up here. And it looks like they were scouting me out for possibly for a counter-attack. Yes, well, I remember this one was King W. Bush. What? No, what's happened? Damn it. Which means this one over here was possibly put Book of Guns.
What does the Unity will?
Yes, because I didn't like his ship, so I built this one instead. And I remember that I also wanted to build some of these. Basically what these are is they have one purpose, which is to destroy defensive structures, and they are very good at their job. Sell some more metal. We seem to be getting resources in fairly quickly at the moment. Furry Goose, you survived, and Mr. Firmwolf, you survived.
The anima are restless.
And in the last fight we lost Book of Guns, the original.
Your presence.
And King W. Bush, the original, who have since been replaced. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that, I just had a big cup of tea. Now, I do want to attack that planet again. But for that, I'm going to need a huge ass fleet.
Heathens beware.
Yes, yes, heathens beware and all that. And this is the new King W. Bush. He's the same ship that he was last time.
The future is ours.
And it doesn't seem to be moving. So we'll send him across ourselves.
Unfolds.
And it's not too big of a deal that we lost the last fleet. It was kind of outdated in the ships that were in there. So it was bound to happen eventually. I mean, I'm still not exactly pleased with the fact that I wasted all that money. But it was going to happen. Well, there was no way around that. It was bound to happen eventually.
Stand by for phase jump.
And also, I really want some better defenses around Dresda here, because I assumed foolishly
Heathens
that I would
beware.
already have Ganymede by the end of the
Unity
last
senses a pirate
episode.
raid is inevitable.
Stop bidding on me, you arsehole. And is that thing being built already? Where did it go?
Knowledge acquired.
In here? There it is. Good. Basically, I'm gonna send... They're trying to build a space station there. That is their space station, dude.
The Unity calls.
I really don't want them building a space station on my planet. You can do that. Build space stations on enemy planets. Ooh. Stop bidding on me. It will not end well for you. So far it's still just him and he doesn't seem to be moving anywhere.
Phase jump underway.
Pirate raiders have departed.
Okay, that was lucky. I nearly ended up as the target of a pirate
Moving
raid.
into phase space.
And a pirate raid of that scale probably would have devastated the rest of my fleet with how small it is right now. We're gonna watch this bomber squadron. So if you ask me, this one looks more like a fighter with laser beams, and the other one looks more like a bomber with its like plasma pulse weaponry things. Listen, I finally got this into widescreen. It only took like 1.5 Let's Plays, but I finally figured it out. Lovely, we got rid of that. So now we're gonna bring the rest of our fleet
As you
back
wish.
to Harma.
Who opposes the Unity? It is destined.
These things, like I said, specifically for destroying defenses. Weird looking ship, but it does the job. Now then you, I want a space station there.
Moving into phase space.
Lovely. Redemption. We could
All
use a bit of
power
that
to
right
jump
now.
drive.
So, time to start adding some more ships into the fleet. That went well.
Phase jump underway.
Like I said, Disciple vessel's kind of outdated now, so we're just going to stick to the heavy cruisers. And also, I know I said I don't like didn't like Book of Guns thing, but I could use one right about now because of the ability Clairvoyance that it has, which lets me see into enemy systems.
Speak your mind. Say no more.
And this space station isn't particularly powerful at the moment. I'd rather not spend too much money on it, to be completely honest.
Revenge shall be ours.
Who's this?
Stand
Oh, that's
by for
King
phase
W.
jump.
Bush. Give him his abilities back slowly. And I know on Rebellion, I'm not sure if this is true for this Sins on Trinity, or Entrenchment itself for that matter, but the Visari space stations on Trinity, on Rebellion, have sublight engines. They can't go through phase space, but they have sublight engines, so they can kind of shimmy across whatever system it is
Construction
they
finished.
happen to be in. Now I do want that at least kind of upgraded a little bit, so I'll, just so it can hold out if it gets attacked. pretty much everything now
Last revenge
should be
shall
spent
be
on
ours.
new ships for the fleet. I mean, I could just spam disciple vessels, they're much cheaper, but they're much less effective. Inspired reactor design, well, I don't particularly need that. High intensity plasma, we'll have some. I think upgrading your ships is just as important as having a big fleet. I do tend to skip upgrades that I really shouldn't. And obviously this time I don't have an ally to kind of hold off the enemy
At
when things go
last,
downhill.
Revenge shall be ours.
Well, this starbase is it's moderately well upgraded, and that's an enemy fleet of pirates. Why are they in my system? They'll be going through to the enemy that's been bid on. Although they won't stop to actually fight me, their flak frigates will tear my strike craft apart. It's unfortunate, but it was going to happen. And I think they have just turned around to fight me.
At last, revenge shall be ours.
No, they're forming up to go for the raid into the next system. But this should be decreasing my bounty a little bit while they're destroying my strike craft. I might have to just take the next raid, to be completely honest, to rid myself of this bounty that I've accumulated. Sell a bit more metal and crystal, and build some more of these. Not the most interesting episode so far, so I think what I'm going to do is skip ahead
Knowledge
little
acquired.
bits and pieces, because so far it's just me pushing buttons building a fleet. So I'll see you when something interesting happens. Okay then, welcome back. I'm still building up my fleet, but it is getting close to the time where the pirates are going to attack, and I think this time I'm just going to take the raid just to get rid of some of this bounty. It's getting quite high and quite hard to outbid the enemy. It's starting to become a bit too much of a drain on my
What does the
resources.
Unity will?
Plus, this will be a good chance for my new Virgin ships to get some combat. I do have quite a few of these Crusaders now, more than I had in the attack against the space station. And I still have quite a few disciple ships and defense vessels, as well as 4 capital ships. So a pirate raid shouldn't be a lethal threat, but it will take out some of my fleet
At last,
in all likelihood.
revenge shall be ours.
But I actually have, this is probably a stronger fleet than the last one I had, purely because it has quite a few of these. I mean, just here,
Direct our wrath.
let's see, in the last thing I think we had what, about between 10 and 15 of those cruisers. This time we have 25, so potentially double what we did have. And these are pretty much the backbone of my fleet now, whereas it was the disciple vessels. And I'm not forgetting my more specialized units. I am building them. Well, I've just started
Unity
building
senses
them.
a pirate raid is inevitable.
And there's a plane flying by. That's lovely. Great timing.
We heed your call.
There we go, lovely.
The Unity calls.
I always tend to have my fighters outnumber my bombers. I used to go purely with bombers because they did more damage, but with the amount of strike craft the enemy has, it's best to have plenty of fighters just to counter their fighters. and plus fighters are much quicker, and they can still do quite a bit of damage. I think what I'm going to do is get this fleet lined up
stand ready.
on this edge of phase spacey thing.
Watch over us.
And did they just cheeky bastards? Okay, so we're going to quickly deal with that.
The moment is upon us.
That's just not cricket. Definitely going to get some drone capacity going on here.
Pirate raiders have departed.
Now, hopefully, I'll be able to deal with this and move my fleet quickly enough to deal with the pirates. I have a feeling they're either going to attack Dresda or Algor.
All power to jump drive.
Hopefully, they're not just going to push through to somewhere like deeper into my empire, because the pirates will do that. They like hitting soft
Moving
targets.
into phase space.
But I'm not impressed with the fact that the enemy just decided to plant a starbase on my
Phase jump underway.
newly acquired planet. It's not going to last long now though, even if it does get built. In fact, I expect these strike craft to wipe it out before it is built. It looks like they didn't actually fire at it. Oh no, but there we go.
Stand by for phase jump.
See, disciple vessels. Some people tend to still use the frigates, just for the sheer numbers that you can get of them. I prefer cruisers, personal preference. Some people like swarms of cheap ships where they can just build and replace. Not a bad strategy if you have enough frigate factories, but not a great one because of the expenditure. Now then, I'm going to move my ships back to here, to this edge of the system. Like I said last time, because from there we can reach any of our, any place in our empire relatively easily, or any of the front line, I should say, relatively easily.
Stand by for phase jump.
Let's give that more attack and defense. Because chances are, once the pirates get here, I will not be able to come back so easily.
Our fleet has arrived.
Trying to zoom in on a phase line is extremely difficult, because you do have to get fairly close to see whose influence is actually winning out. It looks like a stalemate there.
Phase jump underway.
This is a fairly decent fleet now.
Moving into phase space.
Still not as good as I would like it to be, but fairly decent. And is that the... This is an actual enemy attacking me. So obviously we're gonna attack, kill, whatever.
Done.
Go for it.
Is it time?
So this was good timing on their
We
part.
must act. Our vengeance is yours.
They've timed it so they're attacking at the same time as the pirates. Although the pirates do tend to take quite a while to get mobilized. You guys can feel free to attack
We sensed your presence.
anytime you feel like it.
So shall it be.
The Unity calls. As the Unity wishes.
Oh man, I want Book of Guns.
So shall it be.
Why can't they attack him? I don't understand. Well, he's gone anyway, so we'll wait for the pirates now. Well, I don't particularly understand why I couldn't attack them. Oh. Hyperspace always kills my frame rate. But at least we made a show of force, let them know that we haven't given up and rolled over just yet.
Not enough crystal.
Like I said, specialist units are still fairly useful, especially these guys, just because they just take a beating. It's pretty much all they're good at, but they are good at what they do. And the pirates have landed here. That's good. That means we can at least follow them wherever they're going. They might actually be planning on staying here. In fact, I hope they are. See, we might even get to see how defenses
May
work
the
here.
Unity watch over us.
And luckily for me, they are flying right through the middle of the defensive field. Let's go cinematic mode so we can watch this battle properly. I only just learned about this. Finding out something new every day.
May the Unity watch over us.
And it looks like they've actually given up trying to run wherever it was they were running, and they've just come after me here. And my bounty is still the highest in the galaxy. But we killed the pirates. I do want to attack that place again, but like I said, I want more of... Let's buy some crystal. And again, how much do I need? 650. Buy it once more. I want that capital ship that used to be Book of Guns for his clairvoyance ability. And we also need more fleet logistics. We have a full fleet.
We heed your call.
But I'm not too confident about attacking that place again, not after what happened last time. I mean, I could try a different target, but this is kind of a vendetta now. So now that we're doing that, go back to the home world. Still the only capital ship factory we have. Let's see, 250. We're just about at 250. There's no point wasting more money. And yes, it definitely trades off firepower. It only has 2 guns. So, you know, I think I'm going to bring you back when this new ship is actually at the front lines. We're going to use clairvoyance, see how the enemy's defenses look. And depending on how they look, we might end off this episode with an attack on that planet that bumfucked me last time. Okay, I just used clairvoyance while that battleship's on its way up there. And these guys have a pretty heavy carrier fleet here. 11 carriers, 17 fighter squadrons, 15 bomber squadrons. So it might take a little bit, but I am going to build up a whole bunch of defense vessels. And I already have...
vengeance is yours.
Someone can level up. That will be Mr. Firmwolf. So I'm gonna order a butt ton, which is a scientific measurement of defense vessels. The pirates have targeted me again. They're not particularly a bother, and I've just researched to have more fleet and more capital ships. This capital ship on its way here, the Revelation Battlecruiser, still does not have a name, so if anybody wants it,
The Unity senses a pirate
you're
raid
gonna
is
have to let me
inevitable.
know.
Great minds think alike.
No swarm untouched.
That's pretty much all that's to be said for now, so I'll bring you back when we're ready to attack. Oh, and it's time to hopefully get our revenge. We have a much larger, much better equipped fleet than last time. So hopefully we can at least
As
take down the
Unity
space station.
wills.
Commencing phase jump.
Obviously I
Stand
can't look
by for
too
phase
closely at phase jump. But here we go. The enemy, like I said, is pretty heavy on carriers. I did build a couple more disciple vessels, I think it was like 10. This is what we're going up against.
Our fleet has arrived.
Now I think what I'm going to do is find a ship to focus on. See, who do we have here? Fairy Goose, you'll do. And we're going to turn on cinematic mode. And we're just going to watch the mayhem. Things look okay-ish on frame rate. I'll have to zoom out a little bit.
We answer the call.
And yeah, frame rate is pretty crappy at the moment, but that is understandable. See here, how does strike craft everywhere?
We are vigilant.
Those guys there,
We are
my
vigilant.
planet destroyers, not planet
Who
destroyers,
opposes the Unity?
station destroyers. We need cinematic mode off to look at its health and such. But honestly, this looks like it's just going to be another clusterfuck. I think what I'll do is I'll keep an eye on this bit here. And it does look like a massive clusterfuck, to be completely honest. So we're
Our
just going to
enemies
pull out
stand
now
ready.
before things get too hectic.
Our capital ship's shields have been overwhelmed.
It might actually be impossible right now for me to take this planet. With the fleet I have anyway. Now the strike craft will cover my retreat. But with a fleet that size there, it's pretty much impossible to take that planet. So what I might do is take Helenos there and see if I can
Our
wipe out
capital
this
ship
enemy.
has been severely damaged.
I mean, hopefully my ships make it out of there. I don't particularly want to be losing another capital ship.
Our forces have engaged the enemy.
But we did level up some of being in there.
We have lost one of our capital ships.
Who? Might have been that Celestia thing. Book of Guns is in some serious trouble
I
again.
sensed your presence.
We'll give him
Stand
that.
by for phase jump.
Reduce an enemy thingy. Chance to hit. As long as all my capital ships make it out, rebuilding the rest of the fleet should be fine.
Phase jump underway.
They do have phase jump inhibitors, so Book of Guns, it's actually looking unlikely he's going to make it out
into
now.
phase space.
Yep, we lost Book of Guns. Oh no, we didn't. He made it out. You lucky little man. So that was a complete and utter mess again. We lost almost everything straight away. Like I said, it might just be impossible to take that planet for now without like a massive, huge fleet. I mean, we could just use a few of them, like quite a few, and a whole
Not
butt
enough
ton of
crystal.
thingies. But honestly, I think I'm just going to go for that other planet.
Your desires?
So I'm going to move my fleet over
As
to
the Unity
Algoa.
wishes.
And I'll start building up a new fleet as well. But all my named capital ships survived, so we'll get 2 more capital ships from there. And they're set to automatically go to Hammer, whatever you want to call it. So no, we'll just build a crap ton of frigates here.
More credits are required.
But it definitely seems like taking that planet is beyond our reach at the moment, just because of that starbase. The fleet we could probably easily take.
Strength and unity.
But that starbase is a bit too much for now. I do at least want to take one planet this video. I do want some progress.
Strength and unity.
I just built two Radiance battle cruisers from there, didn't I? I don't particularly want two, the same capital ship in one fleet. So we'll have a Rapture battle cruiser as well. Just gonna pause the video a minute here. Okay, I was just getting this fleet ready, and pirates.
Moving into phase space.
They're a bit on me this time. Somebody bid at the last second and I didn't have time to react, so people are healing up slowly but surely. I press something and now I don't zoom where my mouse goes anymore. I have to double click wherever I want to zoom.
Strength and unity.
We do have some ships building here still. Nothing spectacular, just a bunch of frigates.
More credits are required.
But I did want at least some kind of semblance of a fleet here.
Shall linger.
When those capital ships turn up, I don't want them
Phase
left
jump underway.
on their own and out in the cold, so to speak. But I do think we are still going to go ahead with this attack.
Strength and unity.
Just going to get everybody ready. Yeah, like I said, have to zoom in on something now. Not sure what I did there.
Knowledge acquired.
Someone keeps sending scouts at me. I'm not surprised with the fleet. I've got knocking on someone's door.
Unity? What's the verdict?
This light shall cleanse.
Book of Guns is still relatively messed up, but I'm still going to send him in.
Has been depleted.
Because, to be honest, we need all of our capital ships.
Phase jump underway.
We are
Or
vigilant.
as many as we can muster here anyway.
Strength and unity.
Looks like the first capital ship is just about to arrive here. This is not the
More
best
credits
fleet
are required.
in the world, but it should do for fending off some pirates at least.
Moving into phase space.
I assume they're going to go to the same place they did last time.
What troubles you?
I mean, if they come to this planet, I probably will have to pull the fleet back and attack them there. Oh yes, and the reason I paused the video, my oldest brother came over, and I'm going to be going over his for a couple of days.
This light shall cleanse.
With this heat on, we're going to have a barbecue and a few beers and chill. So, I'll be gone for 2 or 3 days again. And I probably won't even be able to watch anything because they're putting on the, you know, England were getting the fibre optic cables rolled out everywhere, nationwide type stuff.
Our wrath.
And they basically killed
Arrival
his
location
junction box.
visualized.
All
So
power to jump
his
drive.
internet is off and on. I will take my laptop
Swarm untouched.
and I'll get on when I can and let you know how we're doing, and
Our fleet
obviously
has
watch the
arrived.
videos that I'm going to be doing for myself, like the videos I watch.
Direct our
Kill
wrath.
that starbase. You have no idea how good it's going to feel to
All
kill a
bounty
tech
has been
starbase.
depleted.
And this one, much less of a threat than the other one.
No swarm untouched.
So we're going to turn on cinematic mode, which basically gets rid of all of the
All bounty has been depleted.
phase lines and all that kind of stuff. Actually, so, still no pirates for now, at least.
Our capital ship's shields have been overwhelmed.
That's not good. I'm going to assume that that's Book of Guns getting his arse handed to him again.
We must act.
Yes, he is getting pounded. Let's try and pull him back a bit.
We have lost one of our capital ships.
Okay, that was completely my fault, but I need this place. And I already have some other capital ships to rename after him, so it's not a big problem. Let's turn this cinematic back on, it looks quite nifty. Lovely.
restless.
I do like that telekinetic push. And they've went for that planet. That has, I believe, a pretty
What
much
does the Unity will?
fully upgraded starbase on it. So I think what we're going to do, zoom in and we're going to see our starbase attacking things for a change. And it looks like they're just passing through here. Or they're going after my trade drones. So we'll put cinematic back on. Quite like this mode. Those things that you see in there are the psionic attacks. Hopefully my fleet gets here soon.
Moving into phase
I call it a
space.
fleet, it's 2 crappy capital ships at level 1. And a couple of crappy frigates, but the starbase, it looks like, has pretty much just annihilated these people. The starbase and whatever other defences are here, I think that's just a couple of beam things, to be honest. So it should just be a case of mop up for the arriving fleet.
What does the Unity will?
And that's pretty much the reason I tend not to name capital ships after people, or didn't particularly want to until someone asked, was because they die a lot when I use them. A lot of people tend to protect the capital ships more than I would. I tend to think of them as much more expendable than other people do. The rest of the fleet's turning up now, so this is pretty much an easy win. Just, oh yeah, they're not even defending that planet. And it looks like that is the end of the pirates here. So I'm going to move this
Is
fleet
it
back.
time? Without delay.
I'm going to order a whole bunch more ships here. Cruisers this time, and we're going to try and make this a carrier fleet. But that's going to bring an end to this episode. We'll take that planet properly next time. As always, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.